If you're into retro gaming or game collecting in general, you're probably familiar with price charting. PriceCharting.com is a website where you can look up the value of games, and they do so by scraping the prices of eBay sold listings. So I can say, look up Super Mario Brothers, and I can look up that I specifically want Super Mario Brothers for NES. And I can look and see that a loose copy of Super Mario Brothers is worth $13.32. And that there's a lot going on here that affects the price, but it's a common game, so that's probably fairly accurate. Although I'm already seeing some things here. So a lot of people like using price charting because they think this is going to give them an idea about what their games are worth. But there's problems with price charting. Price charting automates its categorization of games, and it gets a lot of things wrong. Like here, this is a copy of Mario Party being listed as a copy of Super Mario Brothers. That's blatantly incorrect. Let's report that. Here's a copy of Super Mario Brothers 2 listed as Super Mario Brothers. That's not the right game at all. Here's Mario 64. This is a common game. This is one of the most common games. That Super Mario 64 again. Here's Mario and Duck Hunt. That is a different cartridge than just plain Super Mario Brothers. That's not the right game. And things are just categorized incorrectly. And this is ruining the data that they're using. You can't say a game is worth something if like 10% of your listings are for the wrong thing. Here's one that was brought to my attention recently. This actually was what got me making this video. Let's look at Donkey Kong for NES. Donkey Kong for NES is not a really rare game. It's reasonably common. It's a $15, $20 cartridge. Yeah, it peaked a little bit at one point. Yeah, down. It bounces around. Then, all of a sudden, average loose price for Donkey Kong for NES is $72.62. That's a weird jump. That's just up $52 just this week alone. Wonder what's causing that. Like the complete price hasn't gone up very much. It only went up 10 cents. Let's look at these listings. Let's see what it's got to say. And up here, I think this explains the problem. We've got Donkey Kong Math Junior Manual, sold for $400. Now, Donkey Kong Junior Math is a very rare game, and it's not Donkey Kong. It's not even Donkey Kong Junior. It's its own educational game that didn't sell very well, so it's really rare and expensive, and the manual is itself really rare and expensive. That shouldn't be there, so let's click report on that. But you know what? There's some other anomalies here. Let's look at what these other listings are on here. So, these, sure, let's just count that. That's fine. Donkey Kong Arcade Classic Series, sure. Cartridge only. NES Game Instruction Manual Booklet, Donkey Kong. Okay. That is also not a loose cart. That is a manual listing, which is a different category over here. So let's report that one too. Let's see, where is that? There we go. Authentic Donkey Kong 64, original Nintendo 64 cartridge. That is not Donkey Kong for NES. That should not be included in the price. 5-screw. Well, here's another thing. Like, you see these listings for 5-screw versions. Like, 5-screw cartridges are not the same. Like, some people like collecting those specifically. So, if you are listing copies of Donkey Kong, you really should differentiate between 5-screws because that affects the price. But you know what? That's, at least it's the right game. Let's go for that. What do we got here? Another instruction manual. Let's report that too. Donkey Kong Land for Game Boy. Also not Donkey Kong for NES. Let's report that. Then we got Donkey Kong NES instruction manual. Another instruction manual. That is not a copy of the game. Rare 3-screw variant. So again, like the 3-screw versus 5-screw can make a difference. I don't know how rare 3-screw Donkey Kongs are. Donkey Kong Classics is much more common. for 3 screws, so it's not really a thing I've paid too much attention to. But sure enough, I'll just let that be. Sure, maybe a 3-screw Donkey Kong NES is valuable. Okay, Donkey Kong Returns for the Wii. That is very much not Donkey Kong for NES. Once you remove all of these incorrect listings, the price is going to be pretty different because there was a lot of things there that are very different games, very different. Some of them weren't even games, and that is going to affect the price. It's going to raise or lower it as the case may be. And I mean, if I go into some of these listings, like I would not be surprised if many of them turn out to be themselves like a complete copy or a copy with a manual and some of them are going to include shipping and some of them aren't. So you can't really trust these prices. Even these ones that actually are the correct game, you can't trust. Let's look at some of these other things. Let's look at complete in box listings. I'm sure there's going to be, yep, here's a Donkey Kong Returns. Donkey Kong Country Returns for Wii. That is not Donkey Kong. And I mean, we can look at, oh yeah, here's the new sold listing. So here's another one that's incorrect because graded sold listings is a separate category, but nevertheless, it's listed under new here. So new and graded, I mean, their grading is ridiculous, but that's a whole other story. But it's still not categorized. There's no graded listings here. New. Box only. This one might actually be mostly correct. Manual only listings. Oh, here, Donkey Kong 64. Can't report that one because it's from 2018. It's just permanently stuck as part of the data for this game. Now here's the thing, if I go back to loose listings here and I hit refresh, guess what? All of those reports that I did, they're right back. I don't know how these reports work. I've reported things on here plenty of times and they don't go anywhere. I'm presuming that somebody checks it, but how do they know why I'm complaining? Anyway, this illustrates why price charting is useless. Like seriously, don't use it. Just if you want to know how much a copy of Donkey Kong for NES is worth, just look it up on eBay. Do a search for the game. Go down here on the side. Choose sold items. And you look to see what it goes for there.